I'm going to show you how to make a vintage style braided fabric wreath. This is such a classic wreath. You probably remember your grandma or your mom having one and displaying it. The good thing is that it is super easy to make this really thick, chunky fabric wreath. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, you need 3 different coordinating fabrics. That's what makes this wreath look really good, is when you have 3 different fabrics. Now with each fabric, you want to cut one strip that is 6 inches wide by 44 inches long. You could certainly go longer for a bigger wreath if you choose to. I do one template and then I just trace it on the other pieces of fabric, as you saw with a rotary cutter. Now turn that fabric right sides together along that long edge, and then you're going to stitch one short edge, and then you're going to stitch all the way up that long edge with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now, when you get to the corner, if you're a brand new sewer, just be sure to pivot by picking up that presser foot, rotating the fabric, putting the presser foot down, and then continuing. Now, once you have those 3 fabric tubes, you want to clip the corners so that you reduce the bulk when you turn it inside out like you see here. I sped up this video because it can take quite a while to turn these tubes inside out. Then I inserted a ruler to push out those corners. That's about the only way you're going to be able to get those corners out, is to insert a ruler or yardstick or something like that. So now you have 3 really long tubes. It's time to start stuffing. This can take a while, so allow enough time. I used my pillow hack. I will put that video link in the description below of how to save money when you have to use that much fiber fill. So then after that, you have the 3 stuffed tubes. Just clip the end so that the stuffing doesn't keep coming out. And at the end of each tube, turn it under about 1/2 inch. Bring it back to the sewing machine and stitch those ends. Now, once they're all stitched, you want to combine those tubes together and then hand sew them together. This is much easier with an upholstery needle, trust me. It can be a little bit cumbersome, but you can do it. Then braid those tubes together. You want to adjust them as you are braiding. Just keep it a little bit tight. You can go back up and readjust the braids, but just go through, braid those until the end. And then again, you're going to want to sew all of those ends together at the end. Once you have this braided tube, you're going to match the ends together, and then once again, hand sew those together. It's going to look a little messy, like you can see here, but you are going to cover it with a ribbon. I chose to use a wired ribbon. I use a 2.5 inch wide ribbon. I just made a big bow, then added another bow on top of that, then used a flat piece of ribbon to wrap around and tie in the back. Then I added a ribbon hanger, and that was it. Then I could add it to my door. This is such an easy project. It makes about a 12-inch wide wreath, and it's about 3 to 4 inches deep. So this is probably not something for every door, but it does make a statement piece wherever you choose to display it. I've got written instructions on the blog. I will put that link in the description below so you can follow step-by-step photo tutorial. Happy sewing, everybody.